Hi, everyone. This is Caroline Speaks, The State of the World on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, better, and different? All three. What are some of the things happening in the world? Okay. Sri Lankan Prime Minister resigns as government cracks down on protests over economic crisis and gross mismanagement. Sri Lanka is a former Ceylon. Okay, then Maria Hinojosa, Futuro Media, and PRX win Pulitzer Prize for Suave podcast on prisoner's journey to freedom. And a prisoner's journey is someone who was locked up when he was like 17 years old, life imprisonment, no possibility of parole. Okay, and she got started a conversation with him, and he's free. Okay. Now, what else is going on? Okay. Also, bad Mexicans. Historian Kelly Little Hernandez on race, empire, and revolution in the borderlands. The borderlands of the U.S., like the Mexican border, um, and talked about the American Revolution. Uh, about at least to the rise of U.S. empire. Yes. Okay. Now, not just in the U.S., but you go to Australia and they subjugated the indigenous peoples, the Aborigines. You go to New Zealand, they subjugated their indigenous peoples, the Maoris. So it goes on and on. Okay, now, also, Russian missiles fall on Odessa as troops cross strategic river in eastern Ukraine. That's nice. Russia. Something has to be done about Russia and their leaders. Russia's ambassador to Poland doused with red paint at Victory Day Memorial in Warsaw. Talking about the end of World War II against the Germans. Okay. The TV and the authorities are lying. Hackers bring anti war message to Russian TV. Good. Biden speeds flow of U.S. arms to Ukraine as Congress prepares $40 billion aid package. Good, we should help them. We also should help the people here. We need money for the virus, for testing, for vaccines, for other treatments. Okay. Ferdinand Marcos Jr., son of the ousted dictator, poised to win Philippines presidency. That's bad. Well, the Duterte is a terrible person. He's the current president. They can't run twice. They're going to have one term. Okay. Hopefully that Marcos Jr. will turn out to be better than his family, his father. All right. Two more journalists murdered in Mexico. The 10th and 11th such killings in 2022. Mexico is not a good place to be a journalist. At least 44 killed in Ecuador prison riot. Uh, Life in prison in Ecuador is not good. All these countries, all these Latin American, African, Asian countries, and here too to some extent. Okay. Melting glacier triggers flash floods in northern Pakistan after record heat wave. That's nice. You know, the West generated the climate change, and the poor people are the East are suffering. Brazil's Amazon suffered a record rate of deforestation in April because they have an idiot in power, Bolsonaro, who lets the industries do what they want to do. He's a right wing nut and he's destroying his country. Okay. Now, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yi takes hard line on North Korea in inaugural address. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if they can ever reunite. Protesters rally at home of Justice Samuel Alito, who drafted the opinion overturning Roe versus Wade. So the Supreme Court and the Congress is figuring out a way to provide more protection for Supreme Court justices, but they wouldn't protect the people who are trying to safely use abortion clinics and save them from the crowd of the nuts. So I don't know. Supreme Court overturned a buffer zone for people who want to safely get into an abortion clinic and get out. And the Supreme Court blocked that and turned it down. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. Um, that's really bad. Uh, so, okay. Okay. And who's this person? There's a Texaco Republican who's trying to prevent women from leaving the state to seek abortions elsewhere. That's great. Okay. I don't understand why they want to control women. Don't understand that at all. 3 Texas cops indicted for violent crackdown on 2020 Black Lives Matter protests. Okay. It's in the Dallas area. Because they were protesting the murder of um, a man in Minneapolis who was murdered by a Minnesota police officer, George Floyd. Okay. So these people are indicted. I don't know if they'll actually go to jail. Now, 2022 Pulitzer Prizes honor coverage of Ukraine invasion, U.S. air wars, and prisoner rehabilitation. That is very nice. Thank you, everybody who won. Good luck. Thank you. Okay. In Victory Day speech, Putin blames NATO for the provoking Russia and Ukraine. So I guess they're getting not getting accurate news in Russia, and we weren't getting accurate news here during the Vietnamese War either. We're fundamentally at war. Representative Moulton says U.S. in proxy war with Russia. That's great. Officials says the U.S. intel led to killing of Russian generals and sinking warship. So they're blaming us. This information is leaked. Okay. Okay. 60 feared dead in Russian attack on school in Ukraine's Luhansk region. So there's really no good news here. It's all bad. All right. Now, how about a little music to lighten the mood? Okay. How about we sing Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. That's the chorus. Okay, thank you for tuning in this evening of Tuesday, May 10, 2022, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hope you join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others, and the vaccine is available for you. So if you take it, I would take it. Had mine on May 27th of 2021, the Johnson & Johnson one-shot, and I've been looking around for a booster for me. Okay, take care of yourself and others. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.